And we back again. You can't tell me that don't get you hype. Or
Nah,
like
I like it.
not hype, but like lit in a sense.
Nah, I mess with it though.
You know what I'm
Like it get
saying?
me ready. Like it's like a countdown. Like to
Yeah.
get your, you know what I mean? Get
And then the
yourself
beat
ready.
just like doo, 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 doo. Like a little better than elevator music.
Yeah, get you a
You know
little
what I'm
more hype.
saying? Get you a little in the mindset, a little ready, a little prepared. You know what I'm saying? I know I only give people 30 seconds, but hopefully they can grab their snacks and their popcorn and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's like on some
You know?
pre music type shit.
Yeah. Real light. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're carrying around their phone, you definitely can grab the snacks while listening to it. Now you got snack making music. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Um, but we back. Day before football season. Football season officially begins tomorrow. Tomorrow. On a scale of 1 to 10. How excited are you for football season this year?
Allow 'em.
11.
Allow
Oh,
'em.
11.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
nigga, he made
Allow
up
'em.
a number.
And it's and the reason why I'm so hyped is because they start the game off with probably one of the best matchups this year is gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're probably gonna see the whole year. So I can't
Right.
wait for that. No.
No, I feel you. I'd probably say 11 is a number. I don't know about 11. I don't know what number that is. But yeah, I'm with you. It's definitely past a 10. My excitement is definitely past a 10 for sure.
Man,
In preparation for this one. Um I was gonna say something, but we on live and I don't know who be watching this, so I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna say something pertaining to my actual job and tomorrow, I'm not gonna say nothing about that.
nah,
Uh,
you gotta keep down the
you
low.
know what I mean? But I may be in the building for Chiefs Ravens.
Hey man,
Maybe in the
gotta do
building
what you
for
gotta
that
do.
one, you know what I mean?
Okay, we
Um,
got the blue font today.
yeah, we got blue. We're gonna switch it up a
Okay,
little bit. We're gonna switch it up a little bit.
I
I got
like
the
this.
blue in the background. Wrong side, bro. Blue in the background.
Yeah, like yeah, audience. Sometimes we get a little confused.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I get confused, bro. It's things behind me. It's a camera. Y'all know how this works, bro. It's opposite and it's
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
because it's like, yeah, I thought I was still pointing over there and I'm not. I thought I
yeah.
was pointing here. It's going on. Anyway, man, Chiefs Ravens. I just got it on the screen. Simple as that. So we're gonna go with predictions, man. How you feeling?
Man, this is a
Who you
tough one.
got? Give me some why. Give me some
This is
reason.
this is a tough one, man. I was actually thinking about this yesterday. Um, I'm picking the Ravens for this one,
Right.
and this is the reason why. I feel like that last matchup between them two left a bad taste in Lamar's mouth. So
Okay.
I think he's coming out to prove something. To prove, or I
Excuse
feel
me.
like, huh? Oh, okay.
No, I burped. Excuse me.
Okay. But but yeah, man, and I feel like the media is hyping it up. Like I had seen some clips from like First Take, Get Up, and stuff like that, and they were just talking about it, and Cam and Mace also as well. But I feel like they're blowing it out of proportion a tad. It's still a team like you like to mention. It's still team ball. So win, lose, or draw, it doesn't all fall on Lamar. You know what I mean?
Right.
Multiple things can go wrong. So, but I honestly have the Ravens in this one. I feel like they lost a little bit on defense, but they also gained something. They gained Derrick Henry on the offensive side, so I know they're gonna be running the ball a lot. And yeah, man, I feel like Lamar's gonna pull this one out. I think he got the edge for this one.
Uh,
And I'm sorry, my
I
fault.
like.
And
Uh huh.
my bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. My bad. My fault. But Snead as well. I think that was a big loss for him, in my personal opinion, for the Chiefs. So, but
I feel it. For matchup, I'm gonna say I don't think Snead is a. I'll get into it. So I'm picking the Chiefs,
mm,
but I don't think Snead is that big of a loss for matchup per se. This one,
mm,
Ravens for as many years as we've been saying, it's still lack a number one receiver.
mm,
So I think Trent McDuffie, who is also like an All Pro, Pro Bowler, he 100% can handle anybody they throw out there.
yeah,
Like, even him running around with Zay a little bit, I think he'll be able to handle that. So I wouldn't worry about Snead for this matchup per se. I
mm,
think we start to worry about him when they play the Texans, play teams with multiple receivers, you know what I mean? The Dolphins. You
exactly.
start playing guys with multiple receivers, then it's like, all right,
Yeah,
Nah, yeah. Who we got over on this other side?
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be as dominant as they were last year.
I can feel that, but Chris Jones, I think he's still top
Man,
2, and some people as he not 2 at
man,
DT. You know
man.
what I mean? Nick Bolton is an underrated linebacker in my opinion. You still got what's the name, McDuffie, like I said. Still got I believe Brian, what is it, Mike Edwards still there, safety.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think they lost safety too. But I think the defense, and you got Steve Spagnuolo, like I was talking to JC about. Um, he might just be the best defensive coordinator in the league, like, and maybe has been for a while as far as longevity goes. So, yeah, I trust them, and I don't think they're gonna lose 2 ring nights in a row, like 2 banner nights in a row. I don't think they do rings; they do banners. Um, 2 banner nights in a row, like they lost last year to Detroit, and I think that kind
They
of,
did. They did. They
you
did.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of catapulted they slow start, and
And
I
that was
don't think
kind of
they
like
really on that.
a
Like,
coming out party for Detroit too. So like,
yeah, showing us they real. But
yeah.
that's kind of how I feel about Mahomes and them. Like, I don't think they gonna let this one slide. And I know what the mission is for them this year. I think everybody knows what the mission is for them this year.
But that's the thing
So,
though. Like, I feel like I like to get into their season, and I know we're just talking about one matchup or anything like that, but I just feel like it's a lot of pressure gonna be on them this year. You know what I mean? To succeed and trying to go for that 3-peat. Because like you said, everybody knows what the mission is this year. So a lot of teams are gunning for them.
I mean, I think everybody gun for him in general for 2 reasons. One, you got the best quarterback in the league. I think that you typically, most people associate that with the best team in the league or one of the better teams in the league when you got the best quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you always got a target on your back from that aspect. And then, shit, this ain't the first Super Bowl. This ain't the first one they won, and they coming back, and everybody like, oh yeah, we got to get them. That target been on their back. That bitch might as well be, permanent marker. Like, it's
Yeah,
paint. Like,
you're right though.
it's a real target. It's always gonna be there. They got what 3 in the last 4, 3 in the last 5. Like,
Anyway, yeah, 3 in the last 5.
yeah. So it's like that target is there. It's already
Because they
been
went,
there.
they went 1 year and they lost to
Yeah.
Tom. So
So it's like I think people always gonna kind of be gunning for him, and I think people always assume that that's Kansas City's mission
yeah,
is
well,
Super
they keep
Bowl
proving every
or
year. So
bust. Right.
yeah,
So it's just like I think everybody headhunting, been
yeah,
headhunting. So I
yeah.
don't think this year make it really no different for them. I think they know. I think they got a chip on their shoulder as well as a target on their back. Like
You think so?
like they got a little bit of both.
What's the chip in your opinion?
So like it may not be, and it could be like one of those Jordan S chips on your
Mm-hmm.
shoulder. Like I made something up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made myself feel a type of way. But
What you mean?
like even things like Pat not being voted as the best player. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
know what I mean?
but
Things of that
they
nature.
need
Like,
to.
and I know they do
Yeah,
that. They stopped that in December,
they need to
but
change.
it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter when you stop it. To me, it don't really that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like he's that. It don't
If
really
he keeps
matter.
winning like this, it's kind of like you kind of got to, you know.
Oh, I sent JC a stat the other day. It's like it's only been what they say in the last 6 years. It's only been 3 MVPs. It might be even more than that.
Lamar, Aaron, and Pat.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and it might be even more years than that. Let me correct myself. Since
Aaron Donald
2018,
didn't win MVP.
no. Since 2018. So
Mm-hmm.
for the last 6 going on 7 years, it's only been three MVPs in this league.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that was a very interesting stat that I saw
Wonder who,
yesterday.
wonder who won the dish. Nah, yeah, that
You
is
know
a
what I
very
mean?
interesting stat. Yeah.
Moving
But it's
on,
like,
you kind of
oh,
touched on it. Yeah, no Aaron Donald for sure.
man.
For shit
But
show.
go ahead.
You kind of touched on it. The narrative out there is that this should be a meaningful game for Lamar. Like he should take it serious. It should be a must win. It should be a his sentiments on it is that it's just another football game, pretty much. I go out there trying to win every time, no matter who's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So it matters not to me that we played them in the AFC Championship and lost. The fact is that we play them week 1, and that's who we got to play. And my mission is to win every game. So, in your opinion, do you? I mean, and you kind of touched on it. I'd say go a little more in depth. Like, do you think this is a meaningful game for Lamar?
I don't want to be that guy that gives the 50-50 answer, but yes and no at the same time. Like I like the way he's approaching it, and he's saying the politically correct things to say to the media. You know what I mean? Approaching like the other game, especially trying to keep it self-saying. You don't want it to overhype you or or get you out of your comfort zone or anything like that for you to mess up or get you out of your game. Just because you know it's a big game, it's the opener, and these guys put you out last year.
Right.
But it is also a meaningful game because you get to beat the defending champs and give your team momentum going into this year. You know, being that they were the best team coming off of last year and feeling like you can beat any team after beating the best team. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's definitely a meaningful game for your team and meaningful for you guys in the long run. So when you guys match up with them again, you know that they can be beaten. You know what I mean? So it's definitely meaningful for him, like in the team. But I like how he's approaching it though. So that's just my personal opinion. And he doesn't need to blow this out of proportion. He doesn't though, because ultimately you're just going to be playing there. Basically, he's going to be playing the media game. Like you know what I mean? I don't want him to get thrown off of his game going into this year. Usually, the extra motivation, yes, that's cool, but I don't think too much into it. Like just treat it like a regular game.
Right. No, I can agree with you on that. I don't think, besides the point where you was like, it could kind of catapult your team into a positive direction. Because we saw that with the Lions. It was kind of like, all right, we kind of think y'all for real. Y'all beat the Chiefs. All right, we think y'all a little, like, y'all serious for real. And then that just kind of, for them, it was like, oh, we beat the defending champs. We could beat anybody. And it kind of took off from there. But for me, I don't think the Ravens are in the Lions situation. That's first things first, overcoming poverty as a franchise. You know what I'm saying? So they take any motivation or positivity and use it in Detroit. But I do think it could help. It could help the team, but I don't really think it does anything for Lamar because Lamar is past that point now in his career. You were a 2-time MVP, 1-time unanimous. Nobody is gauging you on what you can do in the regular season anymore.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean? Like,
very true.
Nobody cares. If you go 10-6, we might be like, "Ooh, y'all had a rough year."
Yeah.
But we still don't care. We're still gonna gauge you by what happens once you make these playoffs. Like, we still don't care. If the Ravens made the playoffs, then it's like, okay, cool.
They're supposed to do that.
You know, man, y'all supposed to do that. So it's like, now that y'all are here, what do y'all do? And I think that's where Lamar is in his career, in my opinion. Like, that's what's next. That's the next step where it's like getting to a Super Bowl. He don't even have to win it right now. I think he got to get over the hump and get there. I don't even think he has to win it right now.
He has to win, bro.
I think if he get there, I mean, obviously, if he get there, that means Pat not gonna be there. So that would be my assumption that he win it. But if he don't, I'm like, all right.
And the
at least right now, because he's still young, bro. He's still got time.
We say that, I heard this example from Shannon. You know, niggas was on the live back then, but I see some highlights though. So the same thing about Dan Marino when he made it to the Super Bowl. That's probably at that time they were saying that he's probably going to be better than whoever Joe Montana said in the third, and obviously a Hall of Fame quarterback. But I understand you saying we have time, but it's even basketball has a short window, but football has a really short window. You know what I mean? To where you can get to a Super Bowl and actually be contenders for a long time because there's so many moving pieces on one squad. You know what I mean? That you all have to work together for. So if he gets there, he has to capitalize on it. Like he has to win. Like there's not saying it's do or die is gonna make his individual career, but essentially your resume is going up against Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be going against Joe Burrow. It's going to be going against Josh Allen and stuff like that. And they're already giving Joe Burrow the edge over you when I hear people talk just because he made a Super Bowl appearance. Lamar has 2 MVPs. You know what I mean? So Joe Burrow has been hurt, but 2 out of the 4 years he's been in the league. He's going into his 5th year right now, I believe. So, so it's kind of like when you look at those two things, it's like, man, in order for me to even be in the conversations with Pat, I have to win I have to win the championship. I have to win the Super Bowl. I have no choice. You know what I mean? They're already leaving me out, and I have 2 MVPs, and that should be enough to even be in the same air. We putting Pat number one. He's in a class of his own. Everybody else is fall where you fall. You know what I mean? Then they putting Joe at a second, and then you're putting Lamar, and I'm looking at like, damn, like off of one Super Bowl appearance. I ain't saying that's disrespectful or anything, but this guy has 2 MVPs, so he needs to do more.
No, I feel you. Man, I feel you. It's just like I was looking it up. That's what I was over here doing. So the way they kind of compare let's just take Burrow out of it for right now, but like the Lamar Mahomes situation is kind of like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like one guy's winning all the time, and one guy is physically gifted enough to do everything, and he's just not getting over the hump.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I was just looking like Peyton Manning made his first Super Bowl when he was 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Down there 31, because it said 30 in 317 days. Like, he's down there 31 when he made his first Super Bowl, and then he didn't make another one. He didn't make another one until, what, 2000. He made 4.
He made 4?
He made 4 Super Bowls.
One against the Bears. I know he got blown out by the Seahawks, and then he beat the Panthers. Who was the other one?
The Saints. The one he won. I mean, the one they lost.
Yeah,
they lost.
I remember that. That's when after Katrina and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was the Tracy Porter pick 6.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember.
So it's like, all right, so you went when you was 30. You went 3 years later when you was 33. You was 37. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, I gotta push back on that. See, when they're two different quarterbacks. Like they're two different. The way they use their body is totally different. Like he has that. It's like having a jumper. It's like having a jumper like Ray Allen. You're going to stay in the league for a very long time because you have this jumper. Peyton
but it's not like
move around to do what he needs to do. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you bring it up injury in that fact, Peyton Manning had almost a neck injury, right? From being in the pocket. Like, and Lamar, and if you bring up Lamar, the only time he gets hurt is actually when he's in the pocket. He's never gotten hurt running the ball.
No, I understand that. But when you're 32, as you're describing, and still in the league, you want to preserve your body as much as possible. So you're naturally, your game is not fit for this, like, to be
I can't,
in that pocket, you know?
I can't fully agree because I saw Vic. I saw Vic post jail.
Yeah,
playing Andy Reid.
He changed up his game a little bit, but
he was still Vic. You know what I'm saying? He still had the burners. It's like, bro, you're not gonna catch me if I don't want to be caught, and I'm gonna get down, bro. I'm not. By the time he turned 32, he kind of know now. But by the time he turned 32, if he still got legs on him, it's like, bro, get down, get out the way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm just, and that was just an example. Like, just when you're an elite quarterback. So my point of that was when you're an elite quarterback, I don't think the window closes as fast as everybody else's window. So, like, I think it was Josh Allen that said, no, it was Burrow, I think. They asked him how, like, after Super Bowl, how big do you think a Super Bowl window is? He said, my Super Bowl window is as long as I'm on the field. Like, my Super Bowl window is as big as it ever could be as long as I'm healthy. It don't matter. And I think for a lot of elite quarterbacks, it's like that. Like, bro, I'm that guy. I'm one of the top 5. I'm one of the top 10. You put some decents around me, we always gonna contend. Like Josh Allen right now, we don't think their team's the best, but we still have them as contenders.
Like take obviously I don't wish this on his career, but like you just said, take Burrow for example. He's been hurt
Mm-hmm.
the last 2-4 years. What he's like 27 probably right now, like
Mm-hmm. He
six.
might be a little older. So
So if you're hurt the last 2 or 4 years, you stayed in college I think like 4 or 5 years. So you do that. Um, what if your guys aren't happy like Jamar Chase? What if he just decides to what I don't want to be here anymore with T
mm-hmm.
Higgins? We're gone, right? You're going to go through a rebuilding stage where you're down at least 2 to 3 years. You're not going. You just lost 2 years. Let's just see how scenarios will play out. Any scenario, it could be defense, it could be offense, anything, right? So essentially, your window is closing. You're getting older. You've been injured, and your team is dispersing right now. Your contending team is dispersing. So
Mm-hmm.
that even if you're an elite quarterback, sometimes that can't save you. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, I feel you. If your team get worse, it's because that goes back to my this is a team game. Your team get worse, obviously your chances diminish, but they don't. To me, when we talk about these elite of the elite, it don't diminish by much. All right, I lost a star linebacker. Went down 2%. Cool. Like I lost my wide receiver. If you didn't give me some trash, if we didn't like, because we lost a receiver, but like you see how the Bills did. Yeah, cool. We lost Steph. Not cool. We may not be a better team. AGM said it. We may not be a better team without Steph. We lost him in the draft. What they do? Wide receiver.
yeah,
Who they think is gonna be one of them ones? Where we go? Curtis Samuel. Let's
yeah.
get you some. You know what I'm saying? Shakir's already been here. Like it's not like it's gonna be like for your example. Like if Burrow lost Jamar and T Higgins, it wouldn't be like, oh, well now I just got Jermaine Burton and I got whoever was playing behind these niggas. No. I lost T. Higgins. I lost Jamar Chase. I also lost as an owner or a general manager. I also take that money off my salary cap. You know what I'm saying? So now I could go spend some money to go get somebody who may not be as good as them, but they can still be productive. And because I have the elitist of the elite, I feel like he can turn their production up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like Darius
I
Slayton
definitely
is
agree
an
with that.
800-yard receiver.
Yeah, I agree with
There's
that.
800-yard receivers that if they get with elite quarterbacks would be 1,000 yards, be 1,200 maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I don't think like just if they lose things that the whole ship goes sinking. And I
No, I'm
think
not
that's
saying
more so because of them, like because
I'm
of the
not saying
quarterback.
that the whole ship will go sinking. I'm just saying like you'll have up and down years. Like I said, I'm gonna use a perfect example. When I look at Phillip Rivers' career, there's no reason why he shouldn't have a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like I've seen him have great teams, and I haven't seen him have terrible teams, and that was an elite quarterback. Right. So that's what I'll be looking at. Phillip Rivers was an elite quarterback.
I don't know, man. I've never been high on Phillip Rivers.
Dang, you playing Phil out like that?
I mean, not in like a like that. I mean, I know he good, but like, so like the way Herbert is on this trajectory, like Herbert is on a Phillip Rivers trajectory to me. Yeah, you're gonna throw for 4,000. You go do whatever. And we gonna lose in the first round.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like,
we gonna lose in the first round.
You think it's due to him or the pieces they put around him or his windows is closing? Like he had a squad. Like
he did have a squad. So when I can't recall all of his teammates.
LT, Antonio Gage.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not. It's not like every year in and year out. Like I know that defense was decent some years. Mm-hmm. It was actually really good some years, mm-hmm. and it was like decent others.
I remember them boys.
I don't know. It's hard, but I don't think he's like elite. Like would I put him with the other guys that was there? I know people used to try.
And they had Junior say that.
Yeah, like people used to try to put him with the elite. Like when it was Brady Manning, they used to try to go. They used to try to go Rivers. It would be like Brady, Manning, Roethlisberger,
Drew Brees,
and then they'd go, oh yeah, you got those Phil in there,
and then like you got.
It'd be like that Phil and Eli conversation. It was always that. Which one of them?
Because especially they forever linked for like to each other.
Yeah, for sure, due to the draft, for sure. So like it was always that. Which one of them fits that last little, Philip got the numbers. Eli got the Super Bowl. At this time, it was on, I believe, by the time we was having these conversations. You know what I mean? That's where I get my saying, you can't spell elite without Eli. I used to watch NFL Network every day, man, and they used to say shit like that. And they used to have me roll, man. That's where I get that from.
He got 2, right?
He got 2. He's
There's
Eli
no way
2 for 2. He 2 for 2
no
in
way
Super
he
Bowl.
died with his brother. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he 2 for 2. He really had 2 firsts.
Oh,
2 firsts and the same organization. Your boy had to flip around a little bit.
I have a question too at the end of the pod, so don't let me forget. I don't know if it's on one of your topics. A little viral thing has been going around the internet about quarterbacks, college quarterbacks.
Copy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't know if we got a clear-cut answer on this. My answer was no. For Lamar, your answer was yes, kind of no.
Yeah, like
you just being a 50-50 year.
Yeah, just use motivation, man. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take that. Moving on to the Friday night game, you got Eagles Packers. Oh my God, I messed that up. Eagles Packers out there in Brazil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Overseas, no home field advantage.
Yep.
Who you like? Sorry, I was reading something.
It's all good. I'll let you go first.
Sorry, I was reading something. Sorry. Eagles Packer. I don't know. This could be a good game.
Yeah.
I think I hate the Eagles, so it's hard for me to pick the Eagles.
I know.
But I'm also not that high on Green Bay in general. So I'll take the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Just on a hunch, I guess. I hate the Eagles, quite literally.
But on paper, they're the better team.
Yeah. That defense is ass. The Packers defense is pretty damn decent.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That offense loaded though.
Very.
Offense is crazy. Running back might be a wash. Saquon, Josh Jacobs. Running back might be a wash.
I'm giving the edge to Josh. Give the edge to Josh. Forward.
I feel you. I'm gonna say running back a wash. Quarterback go to Green Bay. Receiving core go to the Eagles though.
Definitely. O-line too. Shit, the whole offense go to the goddamn Eagles. The offense loaded, bro.
The offense is loaded. But to me, Jordan Love's a better quarterback.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I don't know why so I ain't gonna lie. So for the same way we be like, oh well, he had a down year, that's an anomaly for certain quarterbacks. Why can't I say like Jalen Hurts had a great year and that's an anomaly? And it wasn't even a great year. It's like his touchdown to interception ratio was equal with another NFC East quarterback like that year. So that's not named Dak Prescott, by the way. So it's like that's not a superb year. Mm-hmm. Like I think he had 22 touchdowns to 6 picks that year. That was 2022. I could look it up real quick. But it's like I think you really just had a great year, bro, to be honest. And then you lost defensive coordinator, you lost offensive coordinator. Your defense didn't lead the league in sacks.
Yeah.
Set an NFL record in sacks. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he was 22-6, 3,700 yards, 22-6 last year. I mean, in 2022. It's
not bad, man. It's not that, man.
It's pretty average. Pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? Pretty all right. You know, we talk about it like it was crazy, but
it's not bad, though.
It was cool, right? It was cool. That's what I said. It was cool. We acting like it was something crazy. Like it was cool. Like
it's all right.
And I don't know. Jordan Love is a better quarterback to me, and I'm not like, and I I don't even mean like win-loss record. I just mean when I watch them play football, one of them's better at their job than the other.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Jordan Love is not like short of athleticism to me.
That's very true.
They don't run him because they don't need to. Jalen Hurts needs to be ran in order for his arm to be effective, in my opinion. So I'm gonna take the Packers on this one. Defense is better than the Eagles' defense, and the quarterback is better to me. So I'm switching. I'm taking the Packers.
You ain't said nothing wrong. I respect your decision. When I look at Jordan Love, it's kind of hard right now too, like you're saying, because the last time I seen Jordan Love, he looked like a very elite quarterback, damn looked like a top 5 quarterback. Last time I seen him, you know. So the reason I'm giving it to Eagles, I've seen you before. I've seen you before. I know what you're doing. I know, especially on the offensive side. I've seen you guys before. I know what you guys are capable of, and I've seen what you guys can do to a defense and a whole team. So, giving it to the Eagles for that slight edge, just the fact that I haven't seen enough of Jordan Love to give him that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So it's
I also don't trust Kellen Moore.
Yeah, well, that's
the Eagles' offensive coordinator.
Yeah, no. That's definitely understandable. Maybe that's definitely understandable. But when I'm seeing their team is them like reloading like that, like I said, getting Saquon was. You had DeAndre Swift last year, getting Saquon, you upgraded. You know what I mean? So it's simple math. I love DeAndre Swift, but you upgraded.
As a talent, yes. As a production and scheme, I don't think so. That's what I've really been saying to people about the Saquon move. Like, first of all, Kellen Moore's not going to run the football, so it's going to be rarity that we run the football.
But
so his numbers is already going to be diminished, and then he's going to do a lot in the passing game. He's going to do a lot of work out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think you get the same thing you was getting from DeAndre Swift. I think DeAndre Swift is very underrated, by the way. Like, that's my personal opinion. I think he's super underrated.
And you play for my second team, the Bears. You know what I mean?
No, I think they're gonna have similar roles this year. Like, his role in that Bears offense is gonna be similar to Saquon's role. And I could be completely wrong, but this is from me knowing Saquon Barkley as he was on my team for 6 years. I don't know how many years, 4, 5, a lot. You feel me? He was on my team. I know the Eagles, especially his current state of the Eagles, the Sirianni. I know who Kellen Moore is as an offensive coordinator. His stripes don't change. They don't turn into spots. You know what I mean? Who else? New defensive coordinator. You already got 2 rookies on the back end that you're replacing corners with. James Bradbury is not good, but he's a vet. But he's hurt. So it's also like, you're missing him too. Then you got C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the back end, who I think is a good safety, but I think he plays better in the box. So you got him playing a traditional safety. It gets a little rough. So it's like,
never even thought of it.
It's like the writing could very much be on the wall for these Philadelphia Eagles. For sure.
I just don't see.
But I think the talent. Sorry to cut you off, but the talent is going to win them a lot of games for sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like their talent is just better than the Packers' talent. I think that's what it's going to come down to, like, this game. So I feel like, too, this is going to be – also, if not anything to take from this, I believe this is going to be a high-scoring game.
I can feel that, too. But I don't know, man. I like the Packers' defense. I like Rashawn Gary a lot. I like Kenny Clark. I like –
Hey, where did you go to college again?
Who?
Rashawn Gary.
Is it Michigan?
Oh, it is? Oh, I'm just assuming it was.
I was gonna say, nigga, I really don't know. I really don't know.
He's a Wolverine. You know what I mean?
Okay. I was gonna say, nigga, I really have no clue.
Go ahead. I gotta stop for every Wolverine. But go ahead.
No, I feel you. I like Kenny Clark. Who's on the other side? Preston Smith is always solid. Linebacking core, you got Quay Walker. I like Quay Walker. You got who's out there? You got Jair.
Jair, man.
Yeah, I like what they, the defense to me is just better than the defense of Philly. I mean, you got Bryce Huff. He's cool, but he's a one-hit wonder as of right now. You know what I mean? Your D tackles you drafted ain't did shit yet.
One thing about Jair, I love to hate Jair. Like I know he nice. He talks so much. I be wanting him to get
Oh yeah,
cooked.
he talk crazy.
Yeah, like I be
He
wanting him to
talk
get
crazy.
cooked sometimes. Like when he's talking at Justin Jefferson, I ain't like that.
Yeah, no, he talks crazy.
I
You
was
gotta
like,
love it though. You gotta love it.
I was like exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I
You gotta
like it,
love
but
it.
it's like I want to see you kind of get cooked though. I can't. The only corner I don't really be like wanting to see get cooked is Jay Rams. You know what I mean? Even though he'd be a little sweet sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He'd be tripping.
Hey man, so these receivers are getting better. It's so many receivers nowadays. It's not just a top 10 no more. It's so many of these niggas.
And that's the thing. Like I feel like being a corner is probably like the worst position on the field, in my opinion. That's just in my opinion, because your due date is coming. Like no matter what, it's gonna come. It doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's the second hardest position to play.
First quarter, yeah, first quarterback. Yeah.
First is quarterback, and I think it's DB after that. Well, and my whole thing was, and we're just CJ Gardner-Johnson. He put me on game. Like we knew this. Obviously, hiding in plain sight is the answer to this question. Mm-hmm. Nigga, their position is the hardest because they play it backwards.
Yeah.
Everything they do starts backwards.
Yeah. That's true. But you'll do that.
You're running full speed this way. Yeah. I got to find a way to run full speed this way. Yeah. And we got to be in the same vicinity of each other. And you know what you finna do on these routes. Like, say we in man, we not in zone. I don't just got to go to a spot.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing on these routes. Some of these are option routes. Some of these you have 3. You can go here, or keep going straight. Like you got multiple options. You can stop it, make it a comeback. You can make it a curve. You can do whatever you want to on this route. And I got to figure it out all while I'm going backwards.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So it's like when he said that, my mind was blown, and I was like, nigga.
Yeah.
You did. Nigga, you got a point. A hell of a point. Like, nigga, what?
So,
you feel me?
When you leave that corner, it's like, when I look at like the Darrell Reeveses, you know what I mean, Deion Sanders, these like cornerbacks that was like real nice, like shut down corners, I got to give it respect. That's a hard position to play.
No, for sure. Mm-hmm. No, I definitely feel that.
I couldn't imagine being on the line. Nigga, I see Randy Moss across from me, nigga.
Especially guys like that, when it's like, bro, you're not even finna route me up. You probably finna run past me.
Food, nigga. I'm saying I'm food on it. Especially
the worst thing you're gonna hit me with is a stop and go, and I'm still burnt toast, nigga.
Nah, for real, man.
Like burnt toast at coffee time. I'm like, it's over. Like it's what? Yeah.
Hold on, audience. Let me close this window real quick, man.
Yeah, man.
2 seconds.
Oh, good. So to recap this one, I like the Packers. I talked myself into liking the Packers. I like the Eagles based off a talent gap.
I got the Eagles, man.
And I'm not. I can't be mad at it. Talent does win certain games.
Yeah, man. I got the Eagles for that one.
Moving on to another NFC contender. There we go. Perfect word. 49ers out here breaking bank, dog.
Yeah.
So
Trent
just got paid.
Before we prayers up to that rookie too, man. When that
Ricky Purcell, he's already back in the gym.
Yeah, repairs up.
He's already back in the gym. His mom said it went straight through. The bullet went straight through, missing his vital organs and whatnot. Came out clean. Said, I think that's all she said. And then, yeah, man, y'all just be on y'all P's and Q's when y'all outside, man. This is in San Francisco, California, in the middle of the day at 3:00, like broad daylight. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
y'all be on y'all P's and Q's. Y'all keep y'all heads on a swivel when y'all out here. Yeah.
My fault. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
No, you good. That was cool. So 49ers out here breaking bank. They paid Brandon Ayuk in the recent, like, let's say week and a half. They paid Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams. Trent Williams' contract was just restructured. It came up to 3 years, $82.6 million with $25.7 signing bonus and $48 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of money, which he ultimately deserves.
I'm about to say, nigga, if anybody deserves anything, it's him.
Yeah, which he ultimately deserves. I think he also sees the writing on the wall with the team. He's getting older, and he also sees the writing on the wall with the team where it's like, oh, you paid Ayuk, that means Debo probably going next year, and you took some money from Debo contract and like pushed it to the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I need to get mine. You got to pay Purdy. I need to get mine. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna bring it up in a
So,
minute, but
so
there's
that
so
was
many
the
more
question.
people that have to be paid as well. Um, Brandon Ayuk's contract, sorry, is 4 years, $120 million, $30 million per. Guaranteed dollars at signing was 45 million. Total guaranteed dollars was 76 million.
Mm,
So
mm, 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 mm,
49ers out here breaking bank.
mm.
Going back to my statement about Trent Williams kind of seeing the writing on the wall is because he needed to get paid. Brandon Ayuk needed to get paid. Brock Purdy needs to get paid. Who else needs to get paid? All four of their starting cornerbacks are going to be free agents next year. All four of them. Dre Greenlaw is going to be a free agent next year. Ufunga is going to be a free agent next year. That is 6 defensive players and your starting quarterback
Mm-hmm.
that all need to be paid, and you're already pushing money into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the real question is it now or never for the Niners?
Before I answer that, that's going to determine. I gotta ask the question. Was I seen Debo's contract getting restructured? Was that him coming to them, like saying like I want to free up some money to make
No,
sure everybody's good? It was them coming
no,
to him.
they don't. They don't ever do that. A player probably will never do that.
Yeah, but it was like, was he like cool with that? There was reports like he was like willing, or I know we don't know
I
really.
didn't. I didn't see anything, but I don't think you have a choice. I don't think you got an option. I think it's more
Oh, so it
so.
was kind of okay. So
It's
yeah,
more so. Hey, we're gonna restructure your
yeah.
contract.
Then yeah, it's do or
Hang
die.
up
Yeah, it's do or
because it's
die.
like, yeah.
It's do or
But
die,
which is
or
before
cough
you
up
get
some
into
more
your
money.
answer. Sorry, before you get into your answer, them doing that is a little weird to me
Mm-hmm.
because usually you only take from people that you plan on having around.
Yeah,
So like restructuring contracts is for people you plan to keep around. Like, man, I'm trying to see a mainstay on your team. So like if Devontae Adams was like here for good for sure,
mm-hmm.
it'd be like, all right, Tay, let me
Yeah,
take 12 million out this year. I'm gonna put that 12 million back next year or 2 years from now because I know you're still gonna be here. So it don't
yeah,
really matter. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I thought that was a little weird, but continue. My bad.
That's all good. But yeah, though, man. I feel like the window is closing. You're gonna have to break the bank with Brock, especially if this thing keeps playing the way he keeps playing. You have no choice, regardless of what we think about him or other people think about him. He's being productive, so you're gonna have to pay him what he's worth. So,
Right.
um, yeah, man, you're just gonna have either gonna call for money or yeah, man, you're gonna lose everybody. And I did not know that. You just brought news to me that 4 of their corners are about to be gone. You know what I'm saying? So
All
it's
four
like,
of their starting corners. Every
you know
single
what I
one.
mean? So how do you replace 4 starting corners? Like, you know what I mean? How do you? How do you replace that? Like, you can't really do that. So I feel like they're just putting their eggs in one. I feel like they're just putting their eggs in one basket this year. Like, I still don't know what's up with Christian's contract. I don't know what's going on with Nick's contract. You know what I mean? These are other
Uh,
stars that got to get paid. I don't know.
Christian was paid, I believe.
Hmm. Okay,
Christian
so
was paid before he left.
the
Man,
Panthers.
I want to say before he left the Panthers.
Well, you got his contract. You got Fred Warner's contract. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
Warner's good too.
He's good. Warner's good.
He's good too.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people you got to pay, man. People that you got to keep paying. So I don't know, man. I also injuries play into this. I told you I don't know how long people like to say this, but I feel like it's gonna be a. I feel like this year is gonna be a tie for the Titans. I said Titans. The tight ends because
Uh-huh.
I feel like George Kittle's getting older. Kelsey's still the best tight end in the league, but he's getting older as well. So you
Right.
see a lot of tight ends fading away this year. So I don't know, man. Just having George Kittle with those injuries, having Debo with those injuries. a little rocky off season and stuff like that. If they don't win this year, I can probably give them next year. They don't win the next 2 years, man. It's just through.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling too. I think, like I said earlier, the writing on the wall, bro.
Yeah.
It's impossible to keep people. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm playing Madden and can't do it. I got a season going in Madden. I done made some rookies. I done made them X Factors. I done, you know what I'm saying, loaded up the defense, not even on trades, just making people good, and they want the bank.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I've worked this hard to be this good. You're not going to shortchange me when somebody else is going to pay me exactly what I want.
Yeah. And some niggas act like shit. I don't know if you watch the 520 podcast, but shit, you could tell me like, hey, some people don't care about that ring. Some people don't care about no Super Bowl. Some people don't care about that, brother. I come from the slums of Shaolin. You know what I'm saying? I need this coin. You know what
I
I'm
don't give
saying?
a fuck about that ring that I
You know
could
what I'm
pay
saying? I need
for
this.
after that I could buy after
You
you
feel me?
pay me.
Yeah, I mean, I need this. I need this chicken, bro.
Yes, ultimately, this is what we play this game for. But for a lot of people, the first goal was getting their people out the hood.
Exactly, bro.
So, all right, we got my people out the hood. Now I'm trying to create generational wealth so nobody ever has to be there again.
Exactly,
Like,
bro.
it don't always mean ring to you. All right, bro, I am in a good situation. You are absolutely right.
Yeah,
But
some
that
people
money could make
care about that.
my post-football life, because I don't have that many years here. And that's what I like to think, especially about football. Now, basketball, I may view it slightly different. And especially because they get paid different. But football,
Yeah.
you're literally putting your life on the line every time you step on that field.
But nigga, think about it like I
Quite
just
literally.
nigga Tua contract 212, nigga. That nigga IU's contract, I think he's like what 52 a year? 52? What was it? How much did you sign for? IU?
Ayuk,
Yeah,
120.
it's 120. So you signed for 120, you signed for 212, and just like you said, I understand with basketball and stuff like that. Brandon IU got that really because of the situation he in. I'll just say that. The situation he in, he got that. But other wide receivers and stuff like that, like you said, they ain't gonna probably sniff that type of money. You know what I mean? So it's like when you think about it, it's like you just saying, like, I'm trying to get paid, bro. Like I'm putting my life on the line. I'm getting rocked every night. Like
Bro, it's
I just
quite literally, bro. We seen the I don't know if I can't say we. I've seen that CTE movie.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I've seen that. I saw Ryan Shazier. I saw DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah,
I saw, you know what I'm saying? I saw how people's lives. Have you seen Alex Smith's leg?
bro. I was just. That's crazy. You said that. I was just having this combo with folk. I'm like, bro's leg look crazy. I'm like,
Like, to
dog,
this
like
day, it looks insane.
it looked like somebody chewed his leg up and
It
like
looked like
tried to
somebody
like,
carved out his calf, put it on the other side of his leg, and left that
yeah,
side just mushed up.
yeah, bro. His
All
leg
for
is crazy.
football that he
Yeah,
never
bro.
won a Super Bowl in.
Yeah, bro. He got
And
paid
it's
though.
like,
You got on Alex Smith. Alex Smith left the game
right.
paid
So it's
though.
like, hey, I don't mind my calf being over here. If I had
Yeah,
left the game with some bread and I put some money on it, heal
yeah,
it. I can't put the Super
yeah,
Bowl ring on it. I can't do that.
yeah, yeah,
I
bro. When
can't I
you
can't pay for physical therapy with a Super Bowl ring.
and no you know what I mean, not to keep shy and some shedding like, negativity on the game sometimes, but bro, like those niggas in the 80s, niggas getting come across that middle, smack, getting paralyzed, bro,
Facts.
like
Man, what?
paralyzed, like they're done,
The dude,
flatline. You know what I'm saying?
like it's so many people, bro. Like even people we know, like on personal levels, lives changed from football.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, when it come down to this money, I understand football players wholeheartedly being like, fuck y'all, fuck your
Yeah,
organization, give me my bread. Cause nigga,
yeah,
my life is on the line and you're a beneficiary of me putting my life on the line every day. So like,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
y'all trying to make this game safer, nigga, but still don't stop me from breaking my neck. Or
yeah,
that still
bro.
don't stop somebody from hitting me too hard, and I need a C7 surgery on my vertebrae. Like that
I,
don't stop nothing. It don't stop me from getting a herniated disc, a torn ACL, things I gotta live with for the rest of my life. And y'all talking about some Super Bowl ring.
and like the what's making me money, and I get hurt, that can switch just like this, like,
Man,
bro,
this is the only thing that's making me money. All I can really focus on right now is football.
hey, bro.
And
So
then
I don't blame you, bro.
every endorsement I got comes from football. I can't play football no more. I can't do this. So
bro.
I need that money. Like it's not. So I understand where football players be coming from,
They
bro.
be talking about they divas and stuff like that. They disrupting the thing, like disrupting
Bro,
practice and stuff like
I don't
that.
care about none of that.
Exactly, bro. Give me
I don't
my
care about
money.
none of that.
Is
Give
what
my
it
bread.
is,
I'm not disrupting shit.
bro. Like CD puts
If you
together.
pay me or trade me to somebody that's gonna pay me, I won't be a distraction.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, CD put together. He probably had the best receiving, probably was the best wide receiver last year statistically. You know what I mean? He probably was the number one last year.
I think he was 2 behind. I think it was 2 in yards behind Reek.
Okay,
But
so
I think he was
well,
1 in
tripping.
like. I think he might have been 1 in everything else. Like he was. I think he was 1 in targets, 1 in catches.
Yeah,
Might be 1 in touchdowns, but
I
like
was tripping about Reek. Yeah, he ain't.
no. But he was he was close to Reek though. He was
Yeah, okay,
very,
okay.
very, very, very close to Reek in yards too.
Yeah, so and it's crazy for him to have to wait this long, or even I don't know what Jerry was doing. I don't really care what he was doing, but it's like, bro, like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Give me my money. You know,
Right.
like I've done what I was supposed to do. It shouldn't really even be like a thing. Like you doing all this for what? And him holding out and causing a quote unquote disruption in the organization is I get why. You know what I'm saying? Why would I not cause disruption? I've done everything you asked from me. You know what I mean?
Right.
You made me the number one after you traded Amari Cooper. I do what I do, and now y'all supposed to do what you
I was
do.
about
If
to
you're
say, and
not,
I'm hitting my stride. Yeah,
you know what I'm
come
saying?
on, pay up.
If you're not, shit me out of here so I can get paid somewhere else, and I don't care about no ring. Like
Pretty
it
much.
just is. If you can
Just
figure the
to
ring
throw
stuff
his,
after, I get paid.
just to throw his numbers in there. CeeDee Lamb had 135 receptions last year, 12 touchdowns, 1,749 yards, a long of 92 yards. Tyreek Hill had 119 receptions, 1,799 yards, 13 touchdowns, and a long of 78. They had the same amount of 20-plus yard completions, 29. Tyreek had longer 40-yard completions, 9-3. And yeah, like let's see, yards. The Yak, he led the league in Yak and targets. So
Yeah, bro.
that's CeeDee Lamb who did that. So
CD.
it's like, bro, how you not gonna pay me, dog? How you
Exactly,
not?
bro.
My contract up next year, bro. It's like it's one or the other, bro. You let me walk. You let me walk next year. Because I'm probably not gonna play this year if you don't pay me. You let
Exactly.
me walk next year. This year you pay me, or you trade me, and I get paid, and I play this year.
Yeah.
And it's like it'd be like the Super Bowl thing, and we'll move on because I ain't trying to be here all day.
Like,
The Super Bowl thing is kind of like it's kind of weird because it's like, yeah, bro, you in a great position to win a Super Bowl here, but it's like, do I not add to that reason?
yeah.
Am I not part of the reason we are a Super Bowl contender?
Yeah.
So if I take my part in this Super Bowl contender somewhere else, now you gotta look for somebody to replace me too. Like that's the thing I don't think people think about, where it's like, oh yeah, we're a Super Bowl contender. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys and they say, oh yeah, we're a Super Bowl contender, okay, how many receivers after me? Put all the receivers behind me on this team, put all their stats together, and they don't equal up to mine.
They don't at all.
They don't.
They don't at all. They don't, bro.
So how are we a Super Bowl? How are y'all a Super Bowl contender if I leave?
With that, yeah.
When you ain't got nobody to throw the ball to no more. You ain't got nobody getting you 1,800 yards, 135 receptions, and 12 touchdowns. You don't have that.
I told you that nigga Brandon Cooks is ass, nigga.
You feel me? He's good for 500. He's good for 503 touchdowns, Jerry.
Word to the wise, don't ever draft that nigga on fantasy.
I would never do that.
Don't ever draft that nigga on fantasy.
I would never ever do that. We about 4 years too far away from that.
Man,
4 years removed from that, brother.
Man, I went through it last year with the nigga. Like, bro, catch something. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. He good for 503 touchdowns, Jerry. I'm good for, let's say, 3 times his value. Like I'm quite literally 3 times his value.
Yeah, and if cats like Brandon, you holding out, man, please.
Come on, like him too. He had, I had 1,700. I think he had 13. We are Brandon Cooks apart.
Yeah,
me and him are Brandon Cooks apart. You feel me?
Come on, bro.
Like, come on, bro. We can't even have this conversation. based off the performance he put up last year, bro, it's nothing to talk about. It's
Yeah.
nothing to talk about. And I think, bro, but going back to what you were saying, like I think Jerry more so does that for clicks, likes, attention.
Yeah,
That deal was gonna get done.
yeah,
That
definitely.
deal was getting done.
Yeah,
Now this Dak deal may or may not get done. But
yeah,
that
they're
deal,
holding out for that one.
that CD deal was getting done for sure.
Yeah. He
No,
might
this
not
Dak,
be there, but that deal definitely supposed to get done. He might not be there in the next 2 3 years, but that deal was done.
I don't think Dak deal is getting done. Still, I think they shoot
Um,
if they make an NFC Championship game, they might shoot him a 60 offer and he take it.
I got
But I
mixed
think
feelings about him. So if it depends on this year whether he gets paid or not. Honestly speaking, with you, nigga, honestly, you got to go to the Super Bowl. Ain't no ands if or buts about it. You got to get the Super Bowl. In order for us to, if I'm Jerry, you want this money, nigga? I'm telling him straight up. I'm having a real convo with the nigga. Look, come to my office. Come sit down with me. This is what I'm telling you. Tell your agent. Forget all that. You get us to the Super Bowl, regardless the outcome. You get this dope. If you can't do that, I don't care, nigga, if you a pinky short. You ain't getting nothing. You might as well start packing. Simple.
I feel you. I'm not mad at it. I'm
I'm
not
keeping
mad
it a
at it.
bean with him.
I'm not mad at it. You know, agents and player right after that is going to be like, hey, but what about this 400 yards your defense gave up to Green Bay? I'm supposed to stop that too.
Hey, I'm straight with all that.
I'm just saying that's
We
how
about to
these
be,
negotiations usually go. It's like, all
we
right,
about to,
that's how you feel about it, and I respect how you feel about it. But this is how I feel about it. I still threw for 300 and 4 touchdowns. It seemed like empty calories because
yeah.
they scored,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't score, they scored again, and now I'm already in a deficit.
Yeah.
So it's
And this
like,
this will be my face right here. I'll tell that nigga straight up. You gonna be on a first train smoking, nigga. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you, and
It's
he
simple.
probably don't give a fuck at this
I
point.
hope for sure.
At this point, he probably gives
Well,
no
you ain't
fuck.
getting this dough out of me.
I mean, he's good on betting on himself too. He do it all the time. So he's won twice.
You better take them hip warm ups somewhere else, nigga.
He's won twice. I'm saying he's won twice betting on himself. That's all I'm gonna say. Betting on himself. Let's talk about teams maybe you should and should not bet on this year. You know what I'm saying? Best and worst records of this NFL season. You can give me the team with the worst record and their record, and then or not their record, but how many games they win. We'll figure out their record, but obviously you put the rest of the games on there. But how many
Is it
games they
18
win, and
games?
then give me the best team and how many games they win
What is
this year.
18? It's 18 game now. Let me see. I say the
It's 17, 18 weeks.
17 games. Yeah, 17 games. I say. I told you for some reason I got a hunch about the Ravens. Ravens are going to be the best team in football this year. Hmm. I say that they. I took a glance at their schedule, so I'm trying to remember the schedule. But I'm really just going off of their conference games, so I'm gonna just the division games. I mean, so damn. I want to say they win. I want to say they win 14 games, man. I want to say
14-3 for the
14.
Ravens.
I want to say they won 14 games.
Didn't they go 14-3 last week?
Yeah,
Last year.
yeah, I think so. But I think they end up with the same record, man. They won 14 games. But the
Yeah.
worst
No, they
team,
went 13-4 last year.
13-4. I said I won 14 games this year, then, man. I'm going with 14. And worst team. It's hard. This one's hard. This one's hard for me. The reason why this one's hard for me is because, dude, I feel like New England is gonna be terrible. I feel like they're gonna be awful. Man, I feel like they're just gonna be like. I think they're gonna be in a slump for a very, very long time. I don't think. Yeah, they just seem like a bad football club, man. I'm going. I'm going to New England, bro. And you know
How
what's
many
funny?
games they winning?
You know what's funny? I was going between them. I know you're gonna say why this team because they could be good this year, but I think the Jaguars are gonna have an awful season as well. I think they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have an awful season too. So, but I'm going to New England though, just for the safe bet. But we're gonna revisit this combo because I think the Jaguars are gonna have an awful year. I'm not sold on Trevor Lawrence. I think that nigga is.
How many games does New England win?
Yeah.
They won 4 last year.
Fuck it. I give them. Nah, hell nah. I give them shit. Same 4, nigga. They got the same amount of wins. Nigga. Hell nah. They about to be awful.
Uh,
4, nigga. Hell nah.
no, I feel you. I think I'll start with the worst, and I'll agree with you on the New England Patriots.
I like both of
Either them or surprisingly, them or Arizona.
I forgot about
For some reason,
Arizona.
I just think Arizona's gonna be bad. I don't
Yeah, they're
know.
gonna be terrible.
I don't know why I think they're gonna be so bad, but I think they're gonna be bad again.
But they're gonna be awful. They're gonna be terrible too.
They shouldn't be, but I think they will be. Like the offense should be pretty good.
Who they really got for real? James Conner. They got Kyler.
They
They
got
got Harrison.
Connor. They got Marvin Harrison, Kyler. They got Trey McBride.
Oh yeah,
At tight end.
Yeah.
Who's the other receiver? Did they get rid of Rondale? I wonder. No, that's Darnell Mooney. That's a Falcon. So yeah, I think Rondale's still there.
I don't think
Their offense should be decent, is what I mean. Like their offense should compete. Their offense can put points on the board for sure.
defense.
Now, can they defense? I have absolutely no idea what's over there.
Nigga, only person I know on the defense. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh God, you just do
And BJ Ojolari. I don't even know if he's gonna play.
Yeah, because they traded dude, Isaiah Simmons, right?
Yeah, he's a Giant. So
I forgot. Yeah, he played with.
I don't
know.
No idea.
Yeah,
but so I like New England or Arizona
Mhm.
for that. And then man, the best record, I ain't gonna lie. I might surprise you. And I don't even remember what their record look like. I mean, their schedule look like.
Mhm.
I'm going with the Texans. I don't think the Texans will win the Super Bowl or nothing like that. But like for them to have a great year, going into the playoffs, maybe lose AFC Championship or something, I can see it. Especially if CJ's in the MVP conversation, the way people talking about it. I could definitely see it. So I can see them having a 14-3 year, 13-4, 14-3.
Because they're going to win a division easy to me.
So tied for first,
yeah.
Or just hold first. I think sophomore slump is the only thing we got to worry about.
I'm curious to see because so much hype. So I'm saying because like the same thing with Jordan Love. Like I love CJ for sure. I think he has probably the most upside out of out of the Lamar, the current crop. Talking about the new crop. You know what I mean? That's coming. I feel like he has the most upside, but I'm scared to see what his sophomore season looks like too because I just haven't seen enough. I've seen a lot. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't seen enough yet to give him so much. So much credit, but you right.
I feel you. I ain't really seen no bad. That's where I'm getting at. Where it's I ain't seen enough bad from you to the point where I'm like, oh, sophomore slump is definitely incoming. He was just so good his rookie year that I'm like, everybody kind of run into the wall, but they trying to make sure he don't run into the wall. Joe Mixon, Diggs, Collins, Tank, Dalton Schultz, like they're trying to make sure he don't run into the wall.
Yeah, but that's the thing though too. Like maybe that's the reason why I haven't seen you with bad. I haven't seen you in you know what I'm saying? Well, like when adversity is, I haven't really seen you like
right.
You know what I mean? I haven't seen that. Yeah, I've seen that out of Pat. I've seen that out of Lamar. I've seen when 13 seconds is a lot. I've seen a lot. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe I haven't seen you in that setting yet to lead your team over the hump.
It's do or die crunch time. Gotta make it happen.
Exactly.
Which I think he built for. I just don't.
Yeah.
Like you said, it just ain't happen.
Yeah.
I'm probably giving them 13-4, 14-3, something like that. Same thing you gave the Ravens. And then for the Patriots Cardinals, I'm gonna go down 1 on both of their last year records. They both won 4 games last year. I'm going to 3 for both of them. I'll go to 3 for both of them. Especially New England. New England might pull a Carolina and win 2 games.
Shit.
Like they so bad.
I forgot about
that they don't want to put Drake May on the field.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's how bad they are. I don't want to put him on the field for like health risk. Like
it's really between those 4. Well, I think the Jaguars are going to have an offer. I don't know why. I just feel like they are. But it's really between those three for real. The Panthers, Cardinals, and New England. Terrible.
Yeah.
It's really between the
I
three.
can see
And
the Saints having a really bad year too. I can see the Saints going like
I,
4 or 5
I
wins.
agree.
I can see the Saints having a
That's
5-6 win season for sure.
a
Not
good pick
4,
right there.
maybe
I
like
agree.
5-6.
Shit, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's all we got today, people. You
Okay.
know what I
Well,
mean?
I got a question though for you.
Oh yeah, your question.
Oh, two questions. You brought the Saints.
Uh huh.
Um, uh, since we're on the Saints subject, I'm gonna bring up that one first. How do you feel about Spencer Rattler? You think he, cause since he struggled in college a lot. I've seen him struggle a lot in college. Do
Mm.
you think he turns the tide like how Tom Brady struggled in college when he was with University of Michigan? Neither here nor there. But when do you think he's going to struggle in like in the NFL, or do you think he's going to have some success in the NFL? Because they're really high on him right now.
I think they're really high on him because they got Derek Carr.
That's true.
So I think anything that looks like upside will make you smile when you got the Derek Carr in your locker room.
That's true.
That's a very good question. I don't remember like too significant of struggles, and that could just be my lack of knowledge on Spencer Rattler in college.
Caleb took his spot. He dipped out.
Yeah,
and kind of struggled up and downs.
Okay, I've heard that story. Let me say this: I've heard those stories, and I mean, obviously they're true. They're not like stories, but like I've heard that. I wasn't watching him then.
Okay.
I watched him at South Carolina.
Okay.
So at South Carolina, I saw a lot of flashes of like, oh, he has the arm talent for sure.
Yeah.
He's a little undersized. He's a little small, in a way, for me. But he got the arm talent, and he's gonna get it to his guys.
Yeah.
He wanted them force feeders, stuff him out. Like, hey, you my guy. You ready for these 135 targets this year?
That's how he was doing with for the Panthers.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Xavier Legette, they got each other drafted in a way. So it's like, I can see it, man, especially having Chris Olave. And it's like, so you have Chris Olave, who's your guy. I can see him. All right, you got a guy. If we ever
with the dreads, what's bro name?
Who, Rashid Shaheed?
Yeah,
I was about to bring him up. You got the deep threat, and you got the arm talent to get the ball there. You know what I mean? You got even if we don't think this line is sufficient enough for us to have a good running game, you still got Kamara where it's like, all right, check down, screen pass, he run routes too.
And I'm curious
to
see how he looks too, man. I'm curious.
They actually ended all their contract talks, by the way.
He's probably gonna be out there.
He said that in an interview. He was like, I just want to focus on the season. I'm done. I don't want to talk about contracts no more. It's over. He's like, we had our time for that, and he's like, it ain't time for that no more. And then they was like, he also put his house on the market, and they was like, well, why'd you put your house on the market? Like, you think you're not gonna be here? And he's like, he kind of down. He never answered the question, but he was just like, I'm in real estate. Like, if I sell that one, I gotta have another one. I'll just go to one of my other properties. And then he was like, but such and such said I could live with him, so I would just go. Why would I not go live with him for free? And I could do whatever. I think he was lying about the such and such living with him, but he was like, yeah, bro, I have other places. My brother's in real estate too. Like if I want another place, I could just get one. But selling that one, selling that one helps the pockets. So
he out there, nigga, for sure.
More than likely, I don't think he want to be there, and he see it going downhill. But I also don't know where he goes and kind of changes the trajectory of what's going on with the situation. I was about to say unless it's just like New Orleans. And I know we weren't gonna bring him up, but like New Orleans and he who shall not be named that used to play for my football team.
Same one.
Right. Maybe it's a situation like that where it's like you're not getting the best. We're not getting the best out of you because we don't have sustainable things to help you out, to help you be you.
That's what I think, nigga. Like I think Alvin still got a little juice left in the tank, man.
Yeah, I definitely think he got a little juice regardless of what's going on, but I think it's how much juice. is the
Yeah,
question. How much juice is you? Can I give you this bitch 20, 25 times?
yeah.
Or is you 15, 20 with a
Now
lot
you
of
gonna
catches?
nah
Or is
you
you
gonna have to
15 with some catches?
you're gonna have to draft a youngin to help out around here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Wherever
yeah,
I'm at.
yeah, for sure. But
Yeah,
I just like, are you still a bell? Are you still a bell cow? Are you still a, go to option?
yeah.
Or are you more so of a receiving back now? We, you know, do what we do. What's your next question?
So I've been seeing a list has been going around, man. Kind of a tough list. They said who are you leaving off this college? Who are you taking off this college list for quarterbacks, right? So the list was Cam Newton, Michael Vick, Tim Tebow, and Vince Young. College careers only. I seen a lot of answers, a lot of tough ones. Man. Seen a lot of yeah. I remember Vince Young was
For the
probably like
culture?
yeah that Vince
For the
Young.
culture,
I
I'm taking
remember
out
that.
Tebow.
Oh,
For the
thank you,
culture.
thank
Only
you.
for the culture, I'm taking
I,
out Tebow. I
and you know
disagree with that statement in football, though,
I
if I'm gonna
was
be
so
honest.
surprised. I'm so surprised right now with you. I thought you were going completely opposite, the opposite way.
I was about to say I did. As far as football goes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna disagree with that statement. But for the culture, I'll take out Tim Tebow.
Okay. Okay.
Not for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta take out Vince, or I gotta take out,
Ooh.
Mike Vick,
Yeah, you got to take out Mike.
because Vick didn't win a chip.
No, no, no. I think
That would be
yeah,
it for me. Is
yeah,
that's the thing for me. Like,
yeah.
Vick didn't win a chip.
But he was going
Vince
crazy
did.
though.
Vince did. Cam did. Tebow did.
Mike didn't have the talent they all had though on their
I
team.
agree. I agree.
Like
And like I
he was
said, for the
going
culture,
stupid.
Tebow got to go. He's a white guy.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I took
You
Tebow
know,
off. I'm like, yeah, yeah,
just for
he
the
got
culture wise. But him being there 4 years, I think they got two. Did they get 2 chips out of him? I think they got 2 chips out of him.
yeah two
A
or two
Heisman.
apparent. Yeah, two. Yeah, ain't
You
got
know.
eyes.
You know. And
The,
Cam was playing behind Tebow. Like, come
yeah,
on now.
but I think Cam got the best resume out of that whole group. I think Cam has the best resume after that 1 year he did at Auburn because it was nice. Auburn was nice, but they wasn't like
No, for
cold
sure.
cold. I think he has the best like 1 year resume because he only was there for one
Okay.
year and he did what
Okay.
he
1 year
did.
resume. I get you. I get you.
Like he,
Resume as a whole is probably Tebow.
yeah,
Tebow
because
also had the most.
they was bruh, like they was like that's like they golden child, like they was like they marketing darling at that time, like
I feel it.
oh man, but Cam that 1 year Cam was there at Auburn, bro, he was dog. The nigga seemed like a giant at quarterback, like
No, he was. He was huge.
yeah, bro was huge in college. Like before I get into Cam, I want to say like about Vince Young, man. Growing up watching that game against USC was like one of my fondest memories as a child. Like even though I wanted USC to win, because Reggie was dog. Like but
Mm,
being a kid watching Reggie, like I got to actually see that because I had two older brothers. So watching that, man, I can't
right.
take Vince Young off that list. So it got to be Mike if anybody. But I'm taking Tim Tebow though. I'm taking
I
Tebow.
feel that. I think, yeah. Crazy thing is, I grew up like when I used to be real into college football when I was a kid.
Mm.
Um, I was a Gator fan, and it was strictly because of like Tim Tebow. Though that was it. I used to love Tim Tebow, bro. I used to love Tim Tebow. Swear to God, bro. I used to
But they
fuck with
got one
him.
of the best college teams of all time.
No, for sure. And I mean, it
top
was a
tier.
Gators thing. I love Percy Harvin too. I love Tebow and Percy Harvin.
What you know about Percy? You don't know nothing about Percy, man.
Come on now, relax,
Come
relax,
on, man.
chill out,
Percy was tough.
relax. You feel me? I love them guys, but it's just I don't know. I just can't. I got to be real football wise. You got to leave Tebow in there, and I'm
Hey,
probably taking out Vic strictly because Vic didn't win a chip. Everybody else got a chip.
yeah, yeah,
Everybody else got a chip.
yeah, that's true.
If that's how I'm gonna decipher it. For the culture, I'm taking out Tebow. For football perspectives, I'm taking out Vic.
Yeah, that was a hard list though, and I've been seeing this going viral because I'm like, damn, I would like to take out Tim, but like you just said, he got two of them things, so it's like, how can I
And a
strictly off the college?
Heisman.
Yeah, and a Heisman, and
I
but
don't think
but
Vic got a Heisman either.
Not, but shit, he was going. He wasn't though. He didn't. But he was
I
going
feel you.
stupid though.
And I
Like,
mean, he went to the lesser school out of the three of them.
because he wanted to stay at home. But it's
Well,
like,
I don't know.
no,
Auburn,
he
Virginia
did.
Tech at the time. Virginia Tech at the time versus
Oh,
Auburn.
no, Auburn the SEC.
Auburn SEC, so it's
Yeah.
always kind of jumping, but that don't mean they good. Like
Yeah,
that don't mean they good.
nah, but true. But I gotta fade LSU and Alabama every
Alabama
year
and
and
yeah, I
Georgia.
feel you. I
I
feel you.
fade them every year. But
I feel
because what Virginia Tech and the ACC?
you. ACC, they play Duke
Yeah. And back in the day, they was
yeah,
nan.
run shit. Yeah, I
They
feel
were
you.
nan. Yeah, for
No, I feel
sure.
you. I feel you. I feel you. So
Yeah,
yeah, all of them got
I
Heisman's
gotta.
and
Man, I
chips.
gotta take Mike off this list.
Yeah, bro, all of them got Heisman and chips.
I gotta take Mike off. That's sad. I gotta
We
take
get to
Mike
the
off.
NFL. Hey, don't matter. We get to the
Yeah, it's over.
NFL. Mike Vick too.
Okay.
You feel me? Mike Vick
Hold
is
on.
two on that list.
Nah.
Cam
Oh
Newton's
yeah, I'm about to
definitely
say yeah.
first.
He too. He too.
Cam
He
Newton's
too.
definitely first.
Cam number one.
Cam's one, Mike Vick two, Vince Young three, Tebow is four. Once we move on to the
He had
NFL.
an all right career at the Titans.
Tim Tebow did absolutely nothing in his career.
Yeah. Timmy.
I ain't gonna lie. I lie. He won a playoff game.
The
He won a playoff
Broncos.
game against the Steelers. He threw a slant route to Demario. Not Demario. Demarius Thomas.
I remember
And
that.
he took that bitch like 70. Rest in peace, DT.
I remember that, bro.
Like,
he did win a playoff game.
he won a playoff game. So
Brandon Sanchez was so ass.
yeah, that was rough. But that's the gap. That's the to me that's the gap. If you was that dude, like really one of them in college, and then you get to the NFL and you're not one of them, or not even not one of them, you're not serviceable. You didn't last very long. Most of your career is low lights instead of highlights. 100%. Oh, there's a skill gap here, nigga.
And that's why I was so. Even though Reggie is a Super Bowl champion, I was so hurt to see how his career played out. Like he was, bro.
Well, that's because the Saints kept throwing him on the outside and was like, "Here, catch this."
I'm gonna just say
catch this toss play.
He the greatest. He the greatest college football player of all time to me, man. He the greatest. He the greatest. He the greatest to me. He's the greatest. That stuff he was doing was it looked like he was in a video game, bro.
So, no, let me ask this before we get off. One last one.
Go ahead.
Because I had it. I made a post and it was who gets the biggest NIL bag? Reggie Bush, Cam Newton, or Johnny Manziel?
It's not Cam, even though Cam was cold. It's not Cam because they love Cam. They love Cam back in the day. Cam had that hype though. I can't front and Westlake.
I think it's two answers to this. It's like mine, just like my last answer. I think it's two answers to this.
But Johnny White and Johnny was cold.
There you go. Johnny
That's
the
swag
answer.
to him though. Johnny was white, but he had that swag to him.
It's like Johnny could go into the corporate event and come to the cookout. So I think.
It gotta be Reggie though, because Reggie. I'm going Reggie,
no,
bro.
I think that's a bias based on your last statement. I think that's a bias. No,
Bro, Reggie was so cold.
No, you was right the first time, bro. You got a white man playing quarterback, and he act like a nigga on occasion. Come on, bro. You got it. He getting all the bag. He getting the biggest bag you've ever seen.
Yeah,
he's getting a crazy bag.
He might edge out. But I love Cam though. But Cam, he don't got that person like for like that white crowd and black people was messing with Johnny.
Yeah, white people don't really. Cam can be a lot for white people. That's how Cam ended up getting out the NFL to me. It was more of a personality thing than a persona. Not even personality. I think people like him as a person. It's a persona, like a aura, a thing about him, around him that is like, I don't know if I want that in my locker room because he kind of distracting from football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If we got an audience,
I don't know. I'm taking Johnny, but I'm taking
out there that's like 15 or younger. Please do your homework on Reggie Bush at USC.
Yeah, it's gonna look a little grainy. It's gonna look a little. It's not nothing y'all used to, young people. But go 100%. But let's just say y'all answer that question, and when y'all watch it, answer it in the comments, man. Y'all tell me who get the biggest NIL bag. Is it Johnny Manziel? Is it Cam Newton? Or is it Reggie Bush? And for all my people that is not familiar with the NIL, it's the deals they give to college players. So you obviously would have to go look up Johnny Manziel at Texas A&M. You have to go look up Cam Newton at Auburn, and you got to look up Reggie Bush at USC. And then comment below who you think got the biggest NIL bag. because it never really finished. Like in my comments, it was a big thing. It was a big story. It was my comments was flooded. So many different answers. We never really got it settled or situated. So just to bring it back up and start it all over again, man. In the comments, y'all let me know.
NIL deals would have been crazy, but I'm going Reggie though. Yeah,
Reggie. I'm taking Johnny Football. I think that's the man. Like, look at his name, Johnny Football. Like, come on, bro. They was called. Come on, bro. This is like everything football was oriented around. Like, it revolved around Johnny Manziel, bro. So I'm taking Johnny, and then for the culture, I'm taking Cam. I ain't gonna lie. Reggie don't win on none of my lists.
I think Tim Tebow would have had a bigger NIL deal than Cam.
I don't think so. Nah, maybe.
He was. I just seen this on the 520. I forgot he was getting that. He still had his V card and stuff like that during college. He was.
He was on that. That's what that is. And I ain't gonna lie. I believe, and I'm a supporter in Jesus Christ. I'm a believer in God. But the way business kind of worked, it might have been a lot of things that he was like no to because of his beliefs.
Yeah. That's true.
So, like, I think it ended up being harder giving Tebow a bag because of some of the things he's not willing to do.
Yeah.
Or some of the things that affect his personal brand. I'm assuming LA phone died or something went out or something. All right, he back.
I don't know what just happened. You just cut off like
man. Same thing with mine happened. It did that the other day, but
that's all good, man.
It is what it is, man. Y'all leave y'all comments in here. Every time I say we're not gonna be here long, we always end up being here a little longer than thought. But that's just the beauty in it, and that's to show y'all
good combos, man.
Yeah, that's to show y'all we love and appreciate what we do. So, if y'all love and appreciate us, go ahead and hit that subscribe, man, and post notifications. We here every Wednesday. Starting Saturdays, I'm doing my interviews. This Saturday will be one. So this will be the beginning of a very beautiful road, man. We're on the road to 100 episodes. Let's do that. Road to 100 episodes. I think we're on like 30, something like that. Road to 100 episodes. Let's get it popping.
I got a special name for that one.
Okay.
The Will episode.
I'm what's crazy is I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that being the Will episode. It come full circle. That might have actually been one of my first takes I've ever done was the Will Chamberlain thing. Because before I was even a podcaster, I went down that rabbit hole of the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game. So
remember when you did it, man. That's what I said.
Hey, that might be a good one if you remember it. We might even start. That might just be a good idea. We might even start. I'm gonna start numbering these episodes, and we're gonna number them after a sports player. So I don't know what episode today was, but maybe one day we get the Larry Bird episode. We get to 33.
Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis episode. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we just call it what it is.
That'd be dope, dog.
Yeah, that's all we got for y'all, man. We appreciate y'all.
I'll stay up.